raised here or they are attracted to come here because there's something special about our town. Either the environment or the people, the culture, the history. When people are here, they know they want to be a part of something special in Santa Fe. And so I've been able to meet incredibly talented people, and it's been a real honor. And some of those individuals are part of our Food Policy Council who have developed probably one of the, not only the coolest, the most fun, but really an incredible pragmatic plan for how to end hunger here in Santa Fe. And I'd love the Food Policy Council members to stand up and be recognized for their work. Literally hundreds of hours spent in developing our plan, which I'm sure is available. Well, it is available online, and I don't know if we have hard copies outside, but Sue can definitely get you a copy if you need one. You know, a few weeks ago, I delivered my first State of the City, and the theme was One Santa Fe. And I titled it One Santa Fe because I believe that we're at our best when we are one community working together to eliminate the things that divide us. Things like more and more poverty and all the implications that come with that. Of all the challenges that arise from poverty, hunger, food insecurity, whatever we call it, kids going to sleep without a meal during the day, the lack of access not just to food, but to quality, nutritional food is one of the most important challenges we have to tackle. We can't forget that in everything we are trying to do to improve education, build a stronger economy, face the challenges of climate change head on, if we don't address the fact that people in Santa Fe every day are going to bed hungry every night, we'll truly never move forward on anything. Because there will always be Santa Feans we are leaving behind us. And if you think hunger and poverty is a problem that only impacts other communities in New Mexico, a report from Feeding America found some sobering statistics that you've heard here today, but it's worth reminding us. 15% of people in Santa Fe are hungry every night. What's even more unacceptable is we heard 25% of our children in Santa Fe are food insecure or hungry. And so many more live right on the line between security and hunger, one layoff or serious illness away from disaster. Almost 70% of our kids in our public schools qualify for free or reduced price meals. If we really are one community, one family, one Santa Fe, we can't ignore the fact that our neighbors are falling through the cracks. There's no question that it presents an important public policy dilemma. It's a public health crisis as poor nutrition leads to lifelong chronic illness that increases costs and hurts healthcare outcomes for our entire community. It's also an education crisis as kids who are hungry cannot be expected to come to school ready to learn. But to be perfectly honest, what's more important to me is that it's a moral issue. We all depend on one another. And no one in Santa Fe should ever have to worry about how to put good, healthy food on the table, period. So what are we doing about it? Well, we started by launching the Santa Fe Food Policy Council in 2008 with a specific mission of creating and maintaining a regional food system that provides safe and nutritious food at reasonable prices to all residents, particularly those in need. They work with the city and county to coordinate the entire community toward the end of hunger and the realization of a sustainable, equitable food system. Their 2014 food plan, if you haven't read it, is an incredible document. A result of a community-wide collaboration, it is our roadmap for sustainability, laying out goals focused on how we grow, learn about, and access food. And with the Food Policy Council's help, we are increasing our efforts around community gardens and urban agricultural ordinances and education. We've also established the Water, Land Use, Food Security Subcommittee of my Climate Action Task Force because we know that food security will be one of the major challenges presented by climate change. The task force is specifically looking at issues from urban agriculture to acequia use, school gardens to water catchment, and agricultural zoning for food entrepreneurship. But I see this fight on two fronts. There's a short-term fight and a long-term fight. On the short term, we're acting now to make sure children, and particularly through innovative meal programs that Superintendent Boyd and the school board are adopting, have access to food, especially since many of them depend on school meals as their main source of nutrition. As a community, we're working to shore up the emergency sources of food like food banks that people count on in times of crisis. And most recently, after a meeting with Jenny Ramo, we made a commitment to bring a resolution forward to make sure that no child in Santa Fe goes without at least one hot meal a day. And we're looking forward to launching that very shortly. And long-term, food security is tied to secure jobs and housing, to lifting people out of poverty, to education about nutritious food, to making nutritious food affordable, and to making it easy for families to physically access nutritious foods. Long-term food security for New Mexico is also tied to supporting our New Mexico farmers and food entrepreneurs who grow and distribute fruits, vegetables, meat, dairy, nuts, and many other nutritious products in our state. Supporting local farmers means supporting our economy and making it easier for New Mexico communities to access fresh, nutritious food. Building a stronger economy that lifts people out of poverty and gives kids access to the education and support they need to succeed. Well, supporting a vibrant, local, sustainable food system is the only way we can move past treating the symptoms of food insecurity with short-term solutions like food banks and really get to the root of curing the disease of hunger that impacts our community in such a serious way.